Hey, I'm Max.
And I'm JR.
Today's truth is 1 John 4:7-12.
It's talking about God's love and ours. It says, "Dear friends, let us love one another, for love comes from God. Everyone who loves has been born of God and knows God. Whoever does not love does not know God, because God is love. This is how God showed his love among us. He sent his one and only Son into the world that we might live through him. This is love, not that we loved God, but that he loved us and sent his Son as an atoning sacrifice for our sins. Dear friends, since God so loved us, we also ought to love one another. No one has ever seen God, but if we love one another, God lives in us, and his love is made complete in us." That's a lot, talking about that. It's really crazy if you think about it. God's undying, unfathomable love that he gives us, It's like he gave us this planet, and he gave us this life that we're just like, we love so much stuff in this world, but do we actually love God like he loves us, And he gave us this body, not so that we could pleasure ourselves with it, but that so we could bring in glory to him,
And like, that's one of the things, like the 8 where it says, if you don't know love, then you don't know God. That's kind of why we named it Love Shine, because whenever I wake up every morning, the first thing that I want to say to God is not only thank you for this day, but I want to say, help me to let you shine, let everybody see you, because I don't want to be that dull Christian that everybody's like, oh yeah, he's a Christian, but then you never show it or prove it, or you never stand out in any way. You want to be that one that lets love shine through. You want to be the happy personality that everybody gets to see and is like, oh, he is different, and they want what you have. And that's just what you want. You want to be that person that can help others, and they just see something different in you, and it's that love. You want that love to shine through you, and there's nothing more than at the end of the day you can be like, today had meaning. I got something accomplished. Love was given to somebody. That just cut on. Got anything, buddy?
Yeah, and definitely that's really good, because it's like you want God to shine through you and through the things you do, through your actions, not to bring glory to yourself, but to more glorify him, and it's like, since God so loved us enough to give us all the things that we have in life, why wouldn't you want to love one another, Max here and everything, why wouldn't you just want to love them, and we can't see God, but we can always feel his presence with us, and he'll never leave us, and he may send us, but he doesn't, but then he sends us, but he's still with us, and it's like, just if we show love among each other, people will see God shining through us and the things that we do, and I don't know, it's so crazy. You just gotta let your love shine onto others so that you can be a blessing to others with what God's blessed you with,
And like, there's people in this world that you always see people, and I tell everybody I love them, because I do love everybody, and I just feel a connection, but I really don't like to see people they'll be in this relationship for like 2 weeks, and like personal relationships, like dating, and they'll be like, oh, I love you so much, but they never once talk about God in their relationship, and their relationship is in no way built on a foundation of love, which is God. And so how can you say that's a lot? That's kind of like lying, because, oh, I love you, but our relationship has nothing to do with God, so therefore it's not love. It's more like lust, and lust is a sin, and it's just, it makes you think, because you're like, how can people stand? People go to church all the time. They'll hear the message, and they'll be like, they'll think about it, realize their mistake, but right when they walk out the door, go back to their normal life. That's the same way they'll be like, oh, it's kind of like with relationships, because I know I used to be in relationships, and I'd always be, okay, I'm going to talk to my girlfriend about God. I'm going to make our relationship be about God. But then you never have anything real. And one of my friends was talking about, he's moving away soon. Our friends, like best buddy. And he's moving away, and he was like, I'm going to miss you guys, but we're going to hang out all the time. And he was like, I don't want us to grow apart, because we're really good friends. And he's inspired me a lot. And I told him, there's no reason to worry, because anything built on the foundation of God cannot be broken or torn down. And that's exactly what all of our relationships are built on. Our friendship is built on the love of God and sharing that love with others. And that's all you got to worry about. You don't got to worry about anything else, because this world will tear you down, and it'll reveal the problems within relationships.
Yeah, definitely. And if you know love, then you know God, and you have the greatest kind of love just in your heart, because God is love, God is just the truest kind of love there is, you know?
That's the truth.
So.
We'll put up another Devo soon, so y'all keep coming to the site. We'll see y'all later.